Hi guys, Bobby here, and it's been a little while. So tonight I just wanted to come up and talk a little bit about something that everybody is waiting for, but I just want to explain a little bit what it is, the solar flash. So it's been a little while because like I mentioned before, my sister and I are working on a holistic center, and we are trying to get, to help people. And it's been an interesting journey, and it's beautiful and very busy. So, you know, we have to take some time off so that we can help the people that are in need here where we are. So, as my sister and I always say in the beginning of our videos, if you do not resonate with our information, that's okay. You can go listen to other people. We encourage you to do that. Do your own research and come to your own conclusions. We will always be here for you, and if you have any comments or any questions, you can write them down below in the comment section, and we will try to answer your questions as accurate as possible. And with that said, today I want to talk a little bit about the solar flash, because there's a lot of people waiting for this big event, and many people are giving dates, and there is no date. We are all in a journey, and the solar flash is an individual event as well as a collective event. So let me explain the individual event. So I already had my solar flash. My sister already had her solar flash as well. So we have talked about this different timelines in previous videos. And the people that are in the 3D, are kind of, they don't see what is happening, so they're just like going in the matrix and just having the same daily life, 9 to 5 jobs, and they just continue eating the same poisons and doing the same thing, and looks like they are not waking up. The people who are in the 4D are the ones who are asking questions. They go down to the 3D, they go back up into the 5D. Sometimes they see in the 5D and then they go back to the 4D. And it is just, something that my sister and I went through it, and then many people are going through it right now. So, our individual solar flash, and I can tell you about me and my sister because we both had the same kind of event. We just had it in different times. Like I had it first, and then she had it, I think, a week or a month later. So the individual solar flash is when a person wakes up from the 3D and goes to the 4D, and then they start asking questions, and then they start looking at all of the things that were hidden from us, all the truths. You're putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. And one day, like what happened to me, everything just went black. I was sleeping one night, and I do remember waking up, and everything in my brain was completely black. It was like a blackout. I had no recollection of anything whatsoever, and all of a sudden I see a light in right here in this area, which is the third eye area. And the flash was so intense that it kind of blinded me from the inside, which is absolutely crazy. So in I don't know how to put it, but obviously because I'm still here. But it's like when, I guess, the soul or someone passes, and then they are kind of like in a tunnel, and then they see a light at the end of the tunnel. So it's kind of like that. And there's a lot of people that have had many experiences with near death, or things like that. So all of the stories about what's on the other side, they always talk about this light. What happens here now, like my sister and I have always said, that we are ascending with our bodies. So when you do that, you are not going to obviously pass, or you're not gonna um, die, because um, your body is coming with you to enter heaven, which heaven has always been earth, right where we are. The thing is that the negative forces were trying to put heaven as something absolutely horrendous and horrible. And obviously the ones that woke up first kind of like started um, changing the gears, and now everybody is going to the same place. Now, the people who are awake, or they are waking up, they're going to find this absolutely beautiful as heaven. But the people who are in the 3D are absolutely not going to like it. They're gonna want to stay with the same rules and the same behaviors and everything that was in the 3D. And that is no longer working right now. Everything is gone. So, and always remember that the spiritual war that we are fighting right now is not with bullets, is principalities, moral values, how you treat other people, love. It's something that it is so amazing to see what is happening right now on the planet. So the solar flash individually, my sister had the same experience. She just went, everything just went black, and then all of the sudden she had this kind of burst of light in her head, in her third eye area. And then that's when you start seeing things deeper. It's everything that we started seeing back in 2020, and we have always seen everything since we were little, but everything was clear to us in 2020 that what we have been seeing since we were little was actually true. And then we had our solar flash, and right now is absolutely incredible what we can see. And not only that, that the people who have had that solar flash, or the same story, are the ones who are actually changing the timelines, and the timelines are going to, like I mentioned before, we are all going to the same place. That phrase, where we go one, we go all. And that's exactly what we are doing. We are all going to the same place. So when the third eye is open, you can see on the other realm. You can see everything. You can see the auras, you can see the spirits, you can see the dark entities, you can see everything that you thought that was a fantasy is actually real. mermaids, fairies, I believe gnomes are also coming out. You can see all the different races that are coming out and showing up. In fact, I just came tonight from the store, and as I am driving, I see two lights up in the sky, and I cannot take a picture because obviously I'm driving, but I see two lights just hovering on top of me, and they were not moving, and they look so close down to earth that it was impossible to believe that they were stars. But they were so close, and they were just hovering right there, two lights. There was no sound, there was no movement whatsoever. So it was kind of interesting that we can see still those lights. And some people just believe that they are either helicopters or airplanes, but they were not. And I can assure you that this was absolutely different from what we believe that we see out there. So always remember, believing is seen, not the other way around. That was the third or the 3D matrix, letting us know that if you couldn't see it, then you could not believe in it. So what is the collective solar flash? Okay, so the collective means that there will be an event where the energies of the sun will wake everyone at the same time. It's not like a burst of fire, and that is going to come and burn the planet. That's not what it's gonna be. What is going to be is a burst of energy, and this energy is going to take our DNA and is going to activate the DNA on the spot. Some people will not know what is happening. Some others will feel so happy that they are active. The blueprint is basically active again, that they will be using their powers and their gifts right there. Now, the ones that are going to be in the negative, and the ones that are still not awake to everything that is happening, will have a real hard time to adjust. And unfortunately, their souls, some of them will not want to stay here, so they will go, and they will pass, and they will leave the planet. So that solar flash is the one that we are waiting, that burst of energy. We don't know if it's going to be a solar storm. We don't know if it's going to be like those solar flares that are coming in, and then they're doing CMEs. We don't know if it's going to be solar radiation, but it's going to be the energy of the sun coming to earth, and it's just going to blast earth with a beautiful, beautiful energy, so that we, humanity, wake up and the DNA activates, so that we can use our spiritual powers. And that is amazing. I cannot wait for the collective solar flash to come, so that everybody enjoys who they really are, because remember, we are light with bodies inside. We were never a body with the spirit. We are the spirit, which is the light, and we chose the bodies that we wanted to use so that we could have this beautiful experience here on earth. And we have to take care of our bodies, obviously, and we have to take care of our light and our spirits. So this is what people, you know, are going to be a little confused. They're going to not be able to manage the solar flash. They're going to, you know, unfortunately, some of them are not going to want to stay here because the energies are going to be so beautiful, so powerful that, you know, they're not going to be able to take it. They have so much negative entities inside that if the negative entities do not leave their bodies, then, you know, unfortunately they will pass. But this is not about fear, never about fear. This is only preparation and awareness so that you guys know exactly what is happening and what is, you know, the event that everybody is waiting for. So we don't know when this is going to happen. There is never a date that we can tell that either the solar flash or that EBS that everybody is talking about is gonna happen. Everything is on divine timing. Divine timing is what is going to let us know that we are ready for the solar flash, which is the event. So you know, and we have to wait. So patience is the most powerful virtue that we have right now, and we will need a lot of patience. So with that said, I hope that you guys understand a little bit and understand a little bit about the solar flash and what it means when it is an individual solar flash and when it is a collective solar flash. And you know, look for the terms. You know, some people are talking about this, but always remember that the solar flash is not something that's going to wipe out humanity. That's not what it is. It is just the energy that it's going to wake up our DNA and it's going to activate our blueprint so that we can use our powers. And that's beautiful and it's amazing. So again, with that said, always remember, guys, we have our website, www.angelwarriors1113.com, and we have our shirts there. We have the twin flame bracelet set. This is the Alpha and the Omega. And we have other things in our website that you can go and check it out and you know, help us grow so that we can deliver this message and more messages to other people so that they are aware of the changes that are happening here on the planet Mother Earth, Gaia, beautiful, beautiful Mother Earth. So with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope that you guys you know, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know, I'm sending a lot of love, a lot of healing, and with that said, I hope that you guys have a wonderful night and abundance to all.